guys, welcome back to my channel. I feel like it's been a long time since I last posted a video here. As you guys know, I just got back from New York and we had a great time there. And yes, for those of you guys who are wondering, we did vlog for you guys, so expect a vlog or two coming up really soon. I just need to finish editing the video. It's a really long vlog, so I just need to kind of condense it and, you know, still make sure that I didn't leave any parts out. But anyways, you guys clicked on this video because you wanted to see my updated highlight and contour videos, so enough rambling and let's just jump right into it. Alright, so first of all, I'm gonna highlight my face, and I've been using the LA Girl Pro Conceal HD concealers, and to highlight I love using the color Creamy Beige and Yellow Corrector. First I'm gonna take the color Creamy Beige and I'm gonna highlight my under eyes. And I like to bring it in here. Once that's done, I'm going to take my yellow corrector and just put that right on top. I personally love like a yellowish concealer for my under eyes. I just feel like the yellow kind of brightens up that area more, so that's why I use the yellow corrector on top of the Creamy Beige, just in case if you guys are wondering. But if you have a yellow undertone concealer already, you don't need to use this, or if you're already satisfied with the color from your first concealer, then you don't need a yellow corrector. I just love using the yellow corrector for my own personal reason. Also, if you are looking for another great concealer, the MAC Pro Longwear Concealer is bomb.com, and I heard the Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer is really good as well. But I decided to use these just because I've been using these a lot lately, and also because they're really affordable. They're like $2 each, so you cannot go wrong with that. And then you can use the same concealer to highlight the center of your face. But for some reason, I just really love my Frankie Rose concealer. I think this is called the Our Little Secret Concealer from Frankie Rose Cosmetics again. And this is in the color neutral. I just feel like this concealer is just really creamy and it blends out like a dream. I love this concealer so much, and I don't like the center of my face to be as bright as my under eyes. Again, it's just personal preference. So I like to just take it down the bridge of my nose and in between my brows, and then I like to just make a few little stripes there, and then Cupid's bow and center of my chin. And then to contour my face, I like to use again the LA Girl Pro Conceal HD concealer in the color Beautiful Bronze. Just place it where I would like to contour, and so right there, just put it like that. Or you can also put it to the back of your hand. I used to do that all the time, but I got lazy. And then just take like a flat foundation brush like this, and you can just go ahead and do that. You see? It's the same thing. As long as the placement is correct, doesn't matter what you do with it. And then for my nose, I like to just apply it straight from the tube, just because the brush is really small and it's perfect for my nose. So I'm just gonna go ahead and apply it directly right next to the highlight color. Then I like to kind of bring it up here and just kind of, and then to plump up my lips a little bit, I like to just shade that area in just slightly. And a lot of people like to do that as well. So you should look a little crazy, but don't worry, we're gonna blend this all out and we're gonna look fabulous. Alright, so I'm gonna start off with my under eyes. I'm using my Real Technique sponge. This is $5. You can use Beauty Blender or any blending sponge, but I do recommend this one because it's cheap and it works really good. So I'm just gonna take my dampen sponge and I'm just gonna blend out my highlight first. Then we're gonna start here. Then with the other side of my beauty blender or my sponge, I'm gonna blend out that contour and to just flip it over to kind of help blend it even more. And then for the nose area, I like to just go in with the tip first and blend out the center all the way up to my forehead. And I'm not going to bring it up too high, but if I do accidentally, then I would just bring the contour down lower. Just because I already have a big forehead and I want to kind of make it look smaller. So I don't want to bring the highlight up too high. And then once you're done with that, just go ahead and switch to the flat side again. Well, I like using the flat side. You can use the tip, doesn't matter, but I love using the flat side for the darker colors. And then to help blend it out even more, you can use the tip because there's like residue of the lighter concealer. Kind of help blend it out easier. Alright, then I'm just going to go ahead and blend out the cheeks. You want to try to blend up more rather than down because you kind of want to keep that line looking nice and not messy. So you want to make sure you blend it up to your hairline. Okay, and then I'm going to just bring it down just slightly, not too much. So once you're done blending everything out, it should look something like this. So you can go ahead and set everything with a translucent powder and you're good to go. But what I love to do is setting with the highlighting and contouring powder on top of this, just so I can get that extra ba-bam, you know. What I like to do is take my Kat Von D Shade and Light palette. This is an amazing palette. I love this palette so much. I used to use my Anastasia Beverly Hills one, but the colors in this one, I just feel like it's way better. To set my under eyes, I like to use this banana color right here in the middle with my e.l.f. blush brush. It looks like this. Yes, it is currently dirty. I just got back from a vacation. I didn't have time to wash my brushes, so sorry about that. Okay, so I'm just gonna take this powder right here and set. Another great powder is the Ben Nye Banana powder. That one is a yellow powder, so it's great for brightening up the under eyes. But I feel like this palette is just so convenient, you know. You get all the colors and you don't have to go back and forth using a bunch of different powders. And then for the center of my face, I'm going to take this color right here. So I like to put that in the center of my face. So before I go in with my bronzer, I'm going to go ahead and set the rest of my face first with my MAC powder. You can use any powder you like. Again, you can use a translucent powder or any powder that you own. So I just like to set this part first before I put my bronzer on, just so the bronzer will go on smoothly and not patchy. Then I'm gonna go in with my bronzing color, again going back to the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette here. I'm gonna take this middle color right here. This is called Shadow Play, and I like to just use a fluffy angled brush like this, just because I don't really like that super precise like line as my contour. I like to just have it easily blended out and look seamless and effortless, so that's why I like to use a fluffy angled brush. I don't know what brand it is. I don't think it has, I don't think it's a brand name at all. I got this brush seriously a long time ago, like 5, 6, maybe more than 5 years ago. I'm just gonna go in to this color right here, tap off the excess, and just follow that line. And I like to just go in with a really light hand, or you can, I like to pat it first too and then going ahead and blend it out. I like to just go in underneath here, and then I like to blend it down my neck. I gained a few pounds after New York, so I just want to try to hide that double chin. Next, to set my nose contour, I like to use a different color. I like to use the lighter one right here, and it's more like grayish rather than like orangish. This one is Subconscious, and I like to use a small blending brush like this one. Again, I got this brush in the same set as this one, so no name, no number, no brand, but any fluffy brush would work. So I'm gonna take that color right there, and I'm just gonna follow the line that I created with the cream bronzer. You don't wanna take it too far down here, just because, see, when that happens, it looks like your nose is wider. I'll fix it in a little bit. Then you guys will know what I mean. So just following the line that we created. Then I like to just blend it in here, just because that's where the natural shadow connects. Just feel like it looks more natural that way. So now I'm just gonna go back to that banana color, and I'm just gonna take a little bit of that and just fix that right there. I'm gonna take it up there. So once I'm done with that, I'm going to highlight the highest points of my face. Today I'm gonna be using my NYX Born to Glow Liquid Illuminator, and I like to just put this in the back of my hand. You don't need a lot, that much is way more than enough. And I like to go ahead and take my ring finger and dip it in there, and I like to just pat it to where I want it to be. As you can see, it's more of a champagne-y glow, but it just works best with the highlight I'm going to use, the powder highlight I'm going to use today. And I like to put it in the center of my nose and right here. I'm going to go ahead and blend it in with my beauty blender. I'm gonna go in with my powder highlight. My favorite one, and the one I'm gonna be using today, is the Anastasia Beverly Hills So Hollywood, and I'm gonna be using my Morphe M438 brush. So I'm just gonna dip it in there, tap off the excess. My nose. Like to put it there just to make me look more youthful, I guess. I don't know, for some reason that nose highlight just make me feel like more youthful. And for the bridge of my nose, I just like to take my finger and go in. I don't like to put too much on there. Alright guys, so this is the finished look. I thought that it was really easy, and a lot of the products I've shown in this video is pretty affordable. And yeah, and again, you can always use whatever you already have at home. You don't have to go out and buy these products. But I hope my technique was pretty helpful, and I hope you guys found this video helpful and learned a few new things from this. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you guys so much, and I should see you guys in my next video. Bye loves!